Hey everybody, this is Chief. Just kind of giving it a second to let the stream catch up. Hopefully everybody can hear me clearly. Hey Yvonne, Becky, Nero, of course BFG, Trick, and Firebird. It looks like several of you are here. Hopefully we get some more viewers to drop in as well. And Adventures in Iowa, thanks for coming by the stream. Yeah, so this stream is a little different than what you guys are probably used to seeing. This is not going to be a gameplay stream. There's tons of people that stream games, myself included, and it's fun to watch, but what I wanted to do with this stream was more of a discussion about the game using different topics. And the first topic that I wanted to go over was an introduction to Boom, my clan. A lot of people see me playing, squatting when I'm doing my streams, and my clan is a big part of why I do this stream. So I would like for all of you guys to get to know them a little bit better, learn a little bit about the players behind the names, and hopefully if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat, and that's kind of the first topic. And the second one is the update that's coming, 5.0 update for War Robots. A lot of changes coming with that, and I'd like to share my thoughts on it. Find out what my clanmates think of it, and you guys, the viewers, I would love to get some input from you, your opinion, questions, thoughts, anything. It's kind of an open forum discussion, so if you have anything to add to it, feel free to type it in chat, and I will try to review that and get it into the stream. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into Discord, where I've got several of my clanmates there waiting, and we'll give you the introduction to Boom.
Somebody's got an echo going on.
Hey guys, got the live stream going. Looks like we've got a bit of an audience. Hey Dominic, Shit You Nut, Iowa, American Monster. Have a lot of people here. Hopefully everybody in the clan here is ready to talk about a few of the topics that I've got picked out for this week. And to the viewers, this is going to be a regular occurrence. I'm planning on doing this same time every Sunday with different topics and different guests. Obviously today my guests are my clan, so we will get things started here. Hey GB, thanks for coming by. So just to give you a little bit of background on the clan, and then I will turn it over to our fearless clan leader, which is Artemis, aka Becky, aka Mom. But from the time that I joined the clan, we were called One Badass Team.
Team.
Yep.
And it was the clan was started by Becky and Phil, along with their son, who is the little guy that you see scrolling across the stream there. That's he goes by Yamoto now. Yeah, I mean, we joined, or when I joined the stream, they took a gamble on me as a brand new player. This was, I guess, back in maybe June or July of last year. I probably like level 22 or 23, just had started the game. They brought me in. They helped teach me, some things about the game, and and here I am. I've kind of grown a lot, and the clan has grown a lot. We more recently merged with another group of like-minded players. They were the Turbo Hamsters. We brought in pretty much most of their active members, and that's when Boom was created. So that's the background that you have on my clan. Currently, I think we're sitting at, I want to say, CC, working our way to C rank in the clan rankings, but we're going up pretty quick. I apologize, my dog's a little excited. Hopefully he's not too loud. But anyway, let me go ahead and turn things over to Becky, and she can kind of give a little bit better background about the clan, maybe tell a little bit about herself, and then I will go through the rest. It's all yours, Becky.
Oh, well, thank you, Chief. I didn't have a grand speech prepared, but
you can wing it.
I can wing anything. This is true. No, this clan started as a family, and it just kind of built from there because we had a lot of fun and we gathered some really awesome members along the way. There's some that have been with us for a long time, and there's a lot that are new, but we've just continued to grow and have fun together, and I think that's the most important thing. Chief is really not truthful. We really didn't teach him anything. He was kind of born knowing how to play this game. If you've watched him play, you understand that. But that's pretty much it. We're just a bunch of regular people. I'm a mom. I have kids. I have a job. I have things to do. But we just all as much as we can and try to have a good time.
Okay. So there you heard it, and most of us do refer to her as Mom.
Yeah, thanks.
That was her old in-game name, was I think Book of Mom. So the name kind of stuck, and it's pretty fitting how things are set up now anyway. So we just we'll keep calling her Mom. And then let me see, we have another person here. Let me just I'll just go through the list of names that I have here on Discord, and at the top of that is Reconnecting.
Hey, that's me. Well, I mean, I'm not like Chief, not born knowing how to play the game. I came over from the Turbo Hamsters. What was that? 2 or 3 months ago when we did that. But I don't know. I've been playing the game. I don't even know for sure. 1.5 years, maybe. So maybe 2 years. But I don't know. I'm just your average guy, average player. Yeah.
We're all average players, just some are a little more exceptionally average.
Well, yeah, there's that. There's that.
And we'll still always call you BFG, so you can't escape that.
Well, yeah, there's that. That's my name on the live stream chat is BFG9. That was my old IGN. But I switched over to Reconnecting because I thought I was clever.
It is clever. It is clever.
And another name that's pretty fitting, because there are times when he is literally just reconnecting. But
aren't we all?
Yeah. All right. Like I said, any of the viewers have any questions for any of the members, feel free to ask in chat, and we'll get that answered for you guys. The next one I see here in chat is Night Rage.
Howdy.
She is talking. Howdy. Awesome.
I started the game a couple years ago, actually, and I joined a clan, a great active clan called SOG. After about a year in, they started losing lots of players and a lot of activity, so I went solo for a few months, and then I joined a ladies' War Robots group on Facebook, and that is where I met Artemis, Becky, and she was looking for more players, and that's how I came to be with Boom. And that's about it. And I've been with y'all since July of last year.
Well, we're certainly glad you joined us. You have been playing for quite a while, and you have shared a lot of the things you've learned, especially to some of our newer members. You're always very active, and
Still in the maintain champion, kind of still bouncing back and forth.
That's a constant struggle for everyone except Chief and Rock and Sully.
Well, I think that has something to do with some matchmaking issues, and I think we'll be looking into discussing things like matchmaking in another stream. But really glad that you're able to join us for the discussion, Night Rage.
You're welcome.
And next up is Rock.
Oh, howdy, folks.
Howdy, Rock.
I haven't been playing the game that long. It's actually been less than a year. I got introduced to the game by my brother, Sullivan, aka Sully, who's been playing the game probably a little over 2 years. He was in the clan back then. I think it was called Bad Company. He invited a couple of friends of ours to join me to play. It was like less than a year ago. So I joined Bad Company back then, and then later on, the three groups decided to merge. Was it the Hamsters, Bad Company, and we all became Boom.
And Rock is our designated singer. When things get going a little rough, we ask him to sing a little tune for us. He's got the voice for it, trust me. Hi, Phil. Glad you could make it to watch the stream. And Togi, nice to see you.
I don't know how nice it is to see him right now, the way he's dressed, but you know.
Well,
Are you surprised? Why are you surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Hey, Dougie.
And then let's see, we've got another longtime member here, Studley.
Hey guys.
Howdy,
Yeah,
Studley.
I started about a year ago, I guess. I don't know. Got in with one badass team, and I've been enjoying it ever since then. It's a fun game.
Yep, it is. It's a fun game, and that's kind of what I'm trying to remind everybody of here with my live streams and my videos, is trying to find fun, even when sometimes the game might be frustrating. But just trying to remember that it's a game, and it's the people that really make this game a good fit for most people. Without the group here that you're meeting today, I probably wouldn't even be playing this game anymore. So, you know, that's what it's all about.
Well, that's a great point, Chief. There's a great group of people in this clan.
Yep. And okay, so you've already met Artemis. She kind of gave you a little bit about herself. You have anything else to add, Artemis?
Say again?
Sleep.
She fell asleep, yeah. Or she's multitasking, who knows.
No, my Discord, my phone keeps cutting in and out, so I hear and then it's like,
Oh.
So no, I'm actually not multitasking. I'm sitting with a fat dog.
No, I was just asking if you had anything else to add because you're next on the list, but we did kind of start with you.
Well, no, that's okay. I mean, you guys know the culture of this clan before and after the merger has been about the people involved. It's our activity on Discord. It's Chief, what you do. It's with the live streaming and everything else. I mean, I jokingly said at New Year's when I did my silly little New Year's video, I said, you know what? We're going to be a clan who does all these spawn raids that we hate so much one day. And the thing is, we've accomplished some of that already, so I think that's really awesome.
Yeah, we've definitely grown quite a bit, and we'll, I'm sure, continue to grow, and it has been an awesome time. And let me see, I'm technically next on the list, but I think I'd rather pass over and go to Trick.
Hey guys,
Trick!
how's
Howdy,
everybody
Trick.
doing? Hello, YouTube world. Hi, everybody. So yeah, I guess I joined the clan. I guess it was June or July of last year when we were one badass team, and yeah, I've been here ever since, learning, growing, trying to upgrade, get everything going, learning a lot from guys like Chief and Sully and Rock and Mom, and I'll always call her Mom. All these other names are garbage. We just call her Mom. And, yeah, good to meet everybody. And
Yeah, watching the live stream, you probably know about me already. But just real quick, I've been playing the game since I want to say probably June of last year. I actually started playing the game because my 8-year-old son wanted it downloaded, and I wanted to log in and see what the game was to make sure it was appropriate for him. And then I ended up starting an account and playing it myself. He doesn't really play it anymore, but I do. That's just the way it works, but it's because I found a great group of people to be playing with. I'm retired from the Navy. Was a chief, so that's why I go by the name that I do. I'm disabled, so I have a ton of time on my hands to play the game. So for those of you that watch my videos and ask me, well, how much time do you play a day, or how can you manage 2 accounts? Well, I've got nothing else to do, so I use the game to help myself overcoming some of my own disabilities. I make videos and do these live streams to help me with those things as well. So I'm glad that my channel has grown as much as it has, and I'm hoping that it will continue to grow. And I think that's about it for me. Any viewers have any questions, feel free to pop them in chat, and we will try to get those answered for you. But I think the real reason we're probably getting some viewers is to discuss this update that they were talking about on the official War Robots YouTube channel. They did a live stream, a dev stream the other day. I have a copy of that actually playing in the little video player on my screen. I don't intend on it's just there to distract you, trust me. But yeah, so I thought why not, I don't know what my clanmates think of it. There's a lot of new changes that are coming in with it. So figured why not have an open discussion here. Hopefully you viewers can add to the discussion as well. That's kind of a real important part of this stream is getting the viewers involved, and yeah, we want to I want to know what you think, and I'm sure other people that might watch the video wants to see what other people think as well. So please, don't be afraid to speak up or throw your opinion out there, and I'll try to get as much as I can into the stream. So let me see if I got this working. All right. So yep, the War Robots is turning 5 years old apparently. I haven't been playing that long, but we do have members who have been that aren't with us right now. A couple of our other core members that you saw flashing across the screen were they had previous engagements, so they couldn't make it to the stream today. But anyway, 5 years is a long time for any mobile game, so there's been a lot of changes to the game over that time, and there's the 5th year anniversary, which is kind of kicking off or headlining this next update. But there are a lot of other things that go with it. So what I did is I have just kind of the recap, the official recap here from warrobots.com or warrobots.net. This is Pixonic's official website. They were nice enough to put together a simple recap, so I'll try to scroll through this along with our discussion, any pertinent parts or anything that comes out of it. And I think I could probably even get these short videos to play for you guys if you haven't seen them. I would announcement. They announced, the what was the first thing they announced? The anniversary event, right? And I don't think. Yeah, there we go. There's 5.0 right here. 4 major things that are coming with this update. The anniversary event. So we can talk about that first. The event, they said, is going to be similar to the Lunar New Year event, where you're going to get tokens from doing tasks, and you can get new gear or limited edition items, which I think they have they had a couple of remodels for, I think, what was it, Ares and anybody remember what?
Cthulhu Ares. That's what I want, is the Cthulhu Ares. Please, Pixonic gods, let me win that.
I want 4.
Yeah. But what was the other bot that they had a reskin or remodel for? I think it was.
That was the Hades.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Imperial Hades or whatever it was called.
That's right.
He looks like a Darth Vader's stormtrooper type thing.
Yeah, I just started using my Hades in my long range hanger, but I think that one had the nicest stock paint job out of all of them to begin with, but I kind of liked the black and silver of the remodel. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think of them kind of doing it similar to the Lunar New Year event with the tokens?
I like it. I think it's kind of neat. It gives you something to look forward to. Like, maybe playing this contest is worth it, because, that Ares or that Hades is going to be kind of cool.
Well, especially since they said they heard the complaints about the last event tasks. To me, I wanted more. I wanted more things to try to accomplish, I guess.
Right, yeah. With that, the last event, I mean, there were days in between some of the events, and they were only offering some of them were worth like 2 tokens, which wasn't even enough to do one lottery spin. So, yeah, hopefully they actually hold true to that and give us more events. Were you about to say something there, Ben?
Pretty much just what you said there. There just wasn't enough tasks.
Yeah, you felt cheated. You got about 4 spins, I feel like. Maybe 5. I didn't do the math on it, but it feels like you didn't get very many spins for an event, It's like if you wanted something, you had to pay the money to buy the tokens.
Yeah, and
That doesn't feel like an event.
right. The I haven't been playing long enough to know some of the other events that a lot of the players said were really good events, but I mean, even looking back, I want to say like the Christmas type of event, that was decent. I mean, the rewards weren't very good, but there was a lot more events, a lot more tasks to do, and you could work towards getting a certain item or gold or silver rather than tokens.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you remember, I mean, my first event was like the Lunar New Year, and it was, there were just so many different things you could try to earn. It was a lot of fun, but I never did get the darn blue Raijin.
Yeah, that's how I got my Inquisitor, was on the Lunar New Year event from the year before, and you had to get like so many kills and so many beacons and so many this, and it was like 5, and then okay, you won like a I don't know, a Tyran, an Orkin or something, and then you went through this whole, it was this big long Christmas tree type list,
Right.
and you could eventually be like, all right, if I can get to like the 16th step in this month, this will be great, because then I get my black Raijin or my gold Fujin, or that kind of thing. You got to remember, this was a year and a half. But
Yeah, well, and that was the thing. This last event, I think it was you completed your tasks for a chance to win something, whereas the older events was you completed the tasks to actually get something.
yeah, you actually knew what you were gonna win. If you did this, you would get that. And now it's like, if you did this, you might maybe win an Algae.
Right. And I think that's kind of an important thing for most players, is knowing that they're definitely going to have an opportunity to get something rather than just a small chance. So,
it gives you a reason to work for it.
It's encouraging that they do address, however, if we want to be positive, changed, and that players were unhappy last time and really complained, and that they're willing to address that.
Sure.
Yeah, well, I'm psyched about the new event. I mean, there's always a good chance for something good to come.
Yeah, and honestly, with this game, there's so many giveaways.
Yeah, they're very generous in reality. They really are generous in reality.
I mean, you may not win every time they have a giveaway, but gosh, I've won quite a few, more than my share of
same
bots
here.
and weapons.
I won the 2,500 gold on the live stream last weekend. Good for me. But yeah, it's
and they do seem to ramp up the giveaways during these events.
Sure, they definitely do.
So, there's always that. It's still not a guarantee, but and looking at some of the hey William, thanks for coming by. Looking at some of the comments, not only in the stream here, but also on social media, the different the different platforms that I follow, at least. There's a lot of people that don't like the lottery idea, but it seems like that's kind of the only way that Pixonic is going to be doing these giveaways now. So, like Becky said, at least they're willing to, at least they're recognizing that people were complaining that they didn't like it. So, hopefully they will keep those events coming, at least every day, or at least make the events worthwhile with giving you enough chances to spin in the lottery. Events coming. All right, so that's the anniversary event, and they are also saying that Al Guang and Al Jun will be coming to the workshop in update 5.0. I know they just had a sale yesterday, I think, for buying an Al Guang and Al Jun. I'm sure quite a few people took advantage of picking up an Al Jun since they haven't been available.
I did. I bought one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ashamed.
Well, hey, you know, and nobody should really look down on somebody that you know, that does decide to spend money. You know, that
I wanted one. I tried the whole event to win one, and they wouldn't give it to me. So, you know, what are you gonna do?
yeah. Well,
Oh.
the you know, I know there's kind of like two factions with this game, the free to play, and then the ones that people say are pay to win. You know, ultimately, you know, if you have the money and you know you decide to spend money on it, hey, right on. You know,
I think there's a middle class. I think there's what I call pocket change players.
oh sure.
That's where I fit in.
They put a couple of bucks here and there when they, you know, maybe they got a bonus or the income tax refund or something like that, and they're like, yeah, I can actually put $40, $50, $60 down this one time. I'll not do it again for. There really is this middle class of players that's like, 99 cents for 600 gold. Hell yeah, I'll pay it, and that's not pay to win.
No, I agree with you.
That's just pay to play. You know.
Well, it's 600 gold isn't gonna make or break you playing this game.
Exactly.
Even you know the $15 a month people pay for the VIP. You know, it helps. Yeah, I mean, but it's not gonna make you instantly win on the game. And you know, but really, it comes down to it. It's your money. It's how you want to play the game. Just you know, do your thing.
Absolutely.
And you know, people should kind of respect your choices. But yeah, I don't really want to get too much off track of the discussion here. But you know, Al Guang and Al Jun coming to the workshop in the next update. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that because both those are really powerful bots. But of course, they probably aren't going to be in the workshop as soon as you know, the update hits. It's probably going to be staggered out like they did with the last bots that were added. Yvonne says she used to spend a lot. Now she doesn't spend it all. In fact, for the first time in 3 years, she is not renewing her VIP. Okay, well, right on, Yvonne. You know,
Power to the people.
That's you know,
Your
that's
choice.
yeah, that's how you want to play the game. And I mean, the game isn't going to be much different for you whether you have the VIP or you don't have the VIP. You're still going to be able to join the battle, hang out with your friends, chat. You know, you can still play the game. I mean, you may not get the newest equipment as fast, or you may not be able to level your stuff as fast, but you know, that's not what playing the game is.
Exactly. Hanging out with you guys.
Yeah. Hanging out with the clan. That's and the clan is people, and that's kind of why I wanted to have the introduction, you know, at the start of this live stream. Is, you know, we're all people. We're all normal players. None of us are sponsored by anybody. You know, none of us are superstars. We're just normal people that come together, have fun with the game.
And eat ice cream.
You know, plenty of ice cream. Ice cream
Always ice
every
cream.
day. Yes, it's always ice cream time.
I gotta go to the store. I'm out of ice cream. It sucks. I'd be eating it right now.
I have some, but I'm waiting for the Game of Thrones new season kickoff tonight. So I'll be playing War Robots after that. But all right. So next thing that they're talking about with this next update, the arena.
Ooh, I'm excited about the arena.
Yeah, I figured this would be right up your alley, Trick.
Yeah, I play a lot of free-for-all when I solo because I don't like random people on beacons. It's just not good. So I get angry. And so I play free-for-all when I solo, but I squad with these guys and smash it on Beacon Rush. Yeah, I'm excited about this arena thing because it's going to be a free-for-all, and it's going to be kind of a skirmish type deal where you get the same, everybody's got the same hanger. It's all about skill. Can you corner shoot? Can you evade? Can you defend? Can you do this? Can you do that? It's going to be great, and I'm excited about it. I want to try it. I hope the payout is good because you're going to have to pay some resources, they say. Well, I don't know what those resources are, and I don't know the resources I'm getting back if I win. So I hope it's worth it, but I'm super excited about this. I want to try it.
In the live stream, they did say that it was you paid gold to join.
Yeah, I assume.
Now I don't.
Like,
you know,
yeah,
but who knows how it's going to be released? It could be gold, silver. I mean, the gold is fairly attractive, but could you imagine where the payout is only gold? You would never have silver. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I want to see how it works. Maybe it can be tweaked. I don't know. I'll give them the feedback they want. But I'm excited about the idea of let's just skill because is smashing my level 10 bot, you know, and it's like I think I outskill you, but I want to see for a fact. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, sounds like
You
fun.
definitely have some skills, Trick.
Try anyway.
Well,
You guys been getting any of the modules upgraded at all?
slowly. That's a long process.
That's a grind right there.
They're sure worth it though in the long run.
Yeah. This arena, it sounds like, though, what they're putting here on their website, it kind of sounds like they're maybe not going to be doing skirmishes anymore. This is kind of going to replace the skirmish.
Well, yeah, that makes like your skirmish worth something, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the way the skirmish is now, it's... I personally haven't played a skirmish for a couple of months because it's just... They haven't been fun.
Yeah.
The payout is not worth it.
You can't top the baby dashing Raijins ever.
Right, I play
giant.
one every week to see what it is. And like the baby dashing Raijins, I gotta admit, I played a handful of those because it was just fun. And you were stomping them with shoots. You were stomping them with shoots, and so that was just a grand old time. So I got all down on that. But when they do things like just regular hangers against another hanger, I play one, see what's up. Unless, like this week, to be honest, they were dragons and Greek bots, and I was like, well, I haven't played with all of the bots, you know, since test server. Let's see what they actually, you know, feel like. And I played a couple that way, but just for research.
But that's like real life. That's like going to a normal match and you're gonna have that. So it's kind of like,
yeah, it really is. Especially in Champions League. There's nothing but dragons and Ares out there. A couple invaders sprinkled in for flavor.
what for you guys, and Chief, I know you do test server a lot. What did you think about the new Norse or the Ragnarok bots? What was your take on those so far? I haven't played them at all.
Well, the what do they call them? The Ragnarok squad. I like the bots. I like the idea behind the bots. I like the shape shifting and the kind of abilities that they have. They're all pretty fun. The only one that I didn't really care for was the Loki. I don't see a point to that bot. But that's me, I mean, some people think that he could be used as a good, beacon capturing tactic or whatever. But I mean, anybody with quantum radar could kill him. He doesn't have a lot of health. He might be fast,
Yeah.
but you know, I think he's more of just a trolling bot, in my opinion. But you know, so I didn't like that. But the Tyr and the Fenrir, oh gosh, those were a lot of fun on the test server. I don't know if they're gonna be like super OP, like, you know, like the dragons were coming out and we tested them and they were OP, you know, from the start, and they were OP when they got released. We knew the white dragon was gonna be like this OP bot that was gonna kind of take over, and it has. These ones don't really have that feeling. They're definitely more of like a support or strategy robot, which I really like.
So they'll blend in with the current meta, is what you're saying, not take over meta.
Right, right.
That's cool. I didn't have a chance to play them either.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't.
anybody that's watching, you know, I mean, the stream, what do you guys think about them too, you know? But go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I didn't get a chance to play them on this test server, but I got to play them on the last time they were on the test server. And I'd go with what you said, Chief. They don't seem to be way OP. They seem like there'll be something fun to play. OP. But it's not, because it can't shoot while it's in stealth, so there's...
And quantum radar much?
Oh.
You know?
And Ares gets a hold of a Loki, and it's done. Yeah, the Loki's, like you said, Chief. I think it's going to be kind of a trolling bot. Really, I don't think it's going to be something that's going to mess anything up. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Loki is easy to counter, so I'm not. You know, some people are concerned with it. I'm not too concerned with it. You know, you don't even need quantum radar to counter it. You know, you can any shotgun build on a small robot. You know, as long as the weapon is low enough, can take it out without it, you know, coming out of stealth and without needing the quantum radar.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand that either. That you can shoot people while they're in stealth.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get the feeling that people don't see that, because it's like they're like,
oh well, stealth. Forget it.
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah, and they just turn away and attack someone else. I'm like, well, you can still hit them. They're still there. You just can't target them. So all you have to do is just aim at them and keep shooting. They'll die.
Lockdown, that's handy, because, you know, you can still lock them down.
Yep.
And
And
you haven't targeted them.
is it William Martinez in the YouTube chat says that Loki is a little silver bugs for him, and he changed the Loki name to a joke. I mean, yeah, it's a little silver bug. You just squash it and you get a little bit of silver. Kind of wish he had more health though. Get a little more silver.
Yeah.
I just can't talk about Loki without thinking about Tom Hiddleston. Is that right? Sorry.
That one went over my head. But
The movie, the Avengers, you know,
Avengers.
Loki?
yeah,
Yes.
I
It's
don't
the
really
one
watch
movie.
it.
It's the one movie thing I know anything about, which is proven by our Discord chat.
I think the only Avenger movie I saw was Captain America, the first one, whatever one that was.
Yeah, it was called Captain America.
Yeah. So. But anyway, yeah, that kind of brings us to the the next topic of rebalance. And, yeah, this one is probably a little more controversial of a topic. Anytime they change
believe in
things.
the Avengers alone. Thank you for leaving the Avengers alone for a minute.
But
Just a minute.
one of the counters to the Loki being a small bot with a shotgun build, you know, that one of the rebalance bots is the Blitz. He's faster movement speed. He's getting an increased shield. He's definitely going to be a force after the next update. But
and the Mender too.
Yeah, well, the
Well,
Mender.
it's getting a buff.
Yeah,
what I
it
meant
is
to
getting a
say.
small buff. According to what they have here on their official site, the Blitz, Mender, Hades, and Redeemer will receive larger buffs. Now, I don't know if that's larger than what we tested, because the state, their sentence says, we're still tweaking the numbers on the test server, but the core changes are already set. So they're saying Blitz, Mender, Hades, and Redeemer will receive larger buffs. Larger than we tested? I don't know. We'll have to wait to see what that exactly means. But yeah, Mender, especially with some of the other changes they announced, he's going to need some help if he's going to stay relevant. And Redeemer was already strong, so I don't know why they're buffing it, but I'll take 2.
Yeah.
And
Right.
the Hades, I just started playing with mine, still low level, so I don't know, jury's still out on that, but he seems okay. His built-in weapon is kind of useless as it is right now, I guess. But I don't know, what do you guys think of?
Well, I know I have 2 Redeemers that have been collecting dust for a long time, and perhaps it'll be a good time to use them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy about the Redeemer buff because I have one in my hangar on my Inquisitor.
You do.
And even right now, it's beast mode, but for the buff, like you said, Chief, I don't think it needs a buff, but well, I'm not going to complain. I have one.
Don't question the fortune.
I got a Redeemer on my Inquisitor also, and if they want to buff that, that's fine. You go ahead. You just buff it all you want.
No, not all you want, but some won't complain about a buff.
All right. Along with those 4 that are receiving larger buffs, the Raker, Nemesis, Strider, Wayland, Leo, Galahad are in line for some quote-unquote lesser power increases. I don't know, playing on test server, I thought the Raker was a pretty big buff that it's getting. I mean, maybe not health and speed or anything like that, but its ability is already decent if you know how to play him. And they're like making it pretty good, like real good now. So I think anybody that has a Raker is gonna like that. Nemesis, pretty strong bot, hard to pilot for most people, but he's pretty good. The Strider already replaced Hellburners in a lot of hangars, but you know, the rest of them, I don't think too many people actually play the Wayland, Leo, or Galahad. At least we don't see them in higher leagues. But I think some of the newer players might be excited about that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about the Strider buff too because I also have one of those in my hangar. I don't actually know what they're doing to it, but
they're decreasing the cooldown from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but with 5 dashes,
yeah, you'll notice it, I think.
Yeah, you will. So that's, I think that's actually a pretty big buff for the Strider. Then of course there are some nerfs that are coming with the rebalance. They're saying, according to their official site, Mercury and Invader will be tuned down slightly due to their overwhelming performance in some leagues.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes to see the nerfs happen, but you know, I mean,
not on 2 bots that are in my hangar currently. No.
Well, I have those 2 in my hangar too, but
Jerk
I wouldn't mind seeing the Invader turn down some because I think
you be quiet. No one's listening to you right now. No one wants to hear what you have to say.
Look,
ridiculous.
whenever I try and play
Come on,
free
man.
roll, the only bot I see is the freaking invader.
So get one and be one of us.
I have one.
Resistance is well,
It is
I like
because
that bad boy. I ride it to the sunset, boy. I'll tell you what.
Now,
have you realized the dream of riding the Fury yet? That's what I want to know.
Ah, I have never managed. I've landed on so many bots and rode them like little bulls, and shot their buddies while on top of them, and they don't know what to do. But the Fury, that is my goal, and I want a big Fury with tridents or fluxes, or even Zeus would be fine, and just get on top of him and just hang on for 8 seconds. That's all I want. 8 seconds.
get you a belt buckle.
Get me a buckle. That's my goal.
Professional Fury rider.
Right. I don't know. The Mercury.
Are we getting off topic here?
We are a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's fine. The Invader is strong, and yeah, they're turning it down a little bit, but they're also, at least according to the last release on the test server for the updated server rebalance list, they listed the Invader. It's losing a little bit of health. It's still going to be probably the beefiest bot in the game, and its ability cooldown was getting increased a couple of seconds, which isn't really absurd in my opinion. I mean, I think it is.
I don't think it's gonna be bad, really.
Yeah, I mean, as it is right now, you can jump and suppress, people on a beacon, and they're sitting there shooting at you, and you can jump and suppress them again really quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really see that as, and it's only 3 seconds according to the last, release notes that I have. I have them up here for the viewers to see. But they're also giving it a speed buff, which
That's pretty cool. That I like. Actually, that's a.
You know what? I love the speed buff idea, but if they could give him a little bit more climbing mobility, because man, when he goes up a ramp, it is like molasses in January. It's like, come on, man, you're a spider. You should at least be able to go up a ramp. Maybe not the climb thing like a Rage In or a Whale, but come on, man.
The Riker and the Rage In can climb, straight up walls. So
Yeah. You should at least be able to climb the ramp carrier.
Yeah.
It's just I got opinions on Invader. Yeah, I got big opinions.
But yeah, do you guys want me to go over the last updated test server rebalance list? Because there were some things that are on here that they didn't really address. Like the weapons. So on the official website for the 5.0 release, they didn't talk about any of the weapon changes. So yeah, we all have bots in our hangar, but on those bots are weapons. So Pulsar getting a buff. Not needed at all. Pulsar is a really good weapon as it is, and now it's going to shoot faster and do more damage. Shredder lockdown increase. I think that's much needed. The Shredder's lockdown percentage on live server right now, let's just say it sucks. It's bad.
Agree.
The Ion, pretty good increase in damage.
Don't buff the Ion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think guys like Studley would argue with you, Ben.
I'm happy to see that.
Some Ions, boy. That's a fact.
I have controversial opinions here, apparently. I made Trick mad, now I'm making Studley mad.
Oh, you can't make me mad.
The Ion's strong, once it's leveled up as it is, so yeah.
Takes a lot to level him, though.
Yeah.
It's not a big buff, though. It's only, 450 damage.
At level
Is that what it
8.
says?
Yeah, but
Perfect.
most people running them are running 3 or 4, so
Yeah, they're on Spectres or High tier.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
but yeah, that's you know, plus you can add in the boosters and modules that you know, make that number grow quite a bit.
Yeah.
Those modules are awesome.
The Corona increased fire rate and reload
Yeah.
speed.
Excited
Personally,
about
I think,
that one.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of brings it more in line with how some of the other shotguns are currently operating.
Exactly my thought. Yep.
The Glory getting a big damage boost.
Nice.
Good. Good. We needed one.
I don't
No,
have
it
one
didn't
of those.
need
I
one.
don't care.
It only needed one because people need to see
Have
big
'em.
numbers in order to actually use it. But I mean, come on, they're buffing it from 19,650 to 21,750.
Wow.
That's a big
Yeah,
buff.
that's a.
And it's ironic too to me because everybody has.
I got one on my Mercury with a couple of gusts, and it does me just fine. And it's
Yeah.
only level 9. It's not leveled up. And it
Well,
does a
and-
good job.
They're comparing a shotgun to, say, like the Redeemer, that will carry its full damage out to 350 meters, and they're trying to shoot people out that far. And
Right.
a lot of it's missing, and that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think a leveled up Glory is already strong. That's, I mean,
Oh,
at point blank range, it's
It's a beast.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, well,
Does
and
that-
it's
I guess that means I need to put it back on my Strider.
you might think
Not a
about it.
bad weapon. It's not a bad weapon at all.
The Glory, it doesn't shine well for a lockdown weapon, in my opinion. I think if you need a lockdown, you're better off using, you know, Halo or Corona,
Exactly.
Pulsar. But the Glory, damage-wise, it blows the thunder out of the water and
Yeah,
a lot of other weapons, really.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I meant is for the lockdown. It has not,
Yeah.
to me, it didn't perform the way I expected, I guess, is the way to put it in terms of lockdown.
And then you've got the Redeemer. Redeemer is getting a
They're bringing
buff.
it more in line with the terrain, it sounds like.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
and that makes me happy.
Me too.
they're lowering each shot's damage, but they're giving you 6 more shots. So they're
Yeah.
increasing the number of shots by 1/3. And it's firing 3 shots instead of the 2, which hopefully will make it sound better because I love the way Tehran's sound, but the
Mhm.
Redeemer
I'm
doesn't
with you.
really follow them. And shorter gap between shots, shorter gap between strings, so it's actually firing faster also. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty deadly weapon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a beast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something to watch out for.
And the thing is, with you know, a lot on in Champion League, you don't really run into physical shields all that often. So
Yeah, not really.
I mean,
Not really. Yeah, I
There's
bet you do hear it in a minute.
bulwarks and the occasional Lancelot, but
You don't see the Raging Galahad or anything like that, that's for sure.
yeah,
But I
it's-
bet you start seeing some physical shields showing up. You'll see a lot more bulwarks. You'll see a lot more leveled up Lancelots because of this.
maybe
Right here.
that's possible. But really, it's going to be an insane weapon. Trident nerf. They
Thank you.
originally, well, the original
Yay.
nerf was to lower its damage and decrease its area of effect, or its splash damage. The latest test notes for this they're talking about only release or reducing the splash damage radius. I don't know. I mean, tridents, after they revamped them a couple of months ago, you started seeing a lot of them. Yeah, they were strong. You know, but changing the way it reloads wasn't what made it strong. You know, I think my opinion on the trident, why you see so many tridents on the field right now, is the cost. You can buy a trident for 1,000 gold, and you can get it to MK2 in no time flat for very little silver. It's one of the cheapest heavy weapons to upgrade. You know,
And they do good damage.
yeah, and they do good damage. Most players, I think, the average players, even in Champion League, I mean, they don't take the time to really get into the intricacies of, you know, piloting a robot with tridents. They, you know, using the, you know, the splash damage in a very effective way. You know, they just kind of point and shoot. But yeah, I mean, as somebody that was a trident user that had the MK2 tridents, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a complex weapon to actually use in a fight, because, you know, being able to hit that, you know, robot that's hiding behind something, you know, I had to get the angle on him. I had to, you know the distance. I had to know the splash radius. I had to know all these things in order to make it successful. But yeah, it's the one thing it had going for it really was the splash damage. And now I mean, they're cutting it down quite a bit.
I love my trident pull work.
Yeah, me too. But I pulled them off because of the incoming nerf. I needed to start leveling up another option for that 600 meter range.
Yeah,
Ion.
it's a good to poke at some Aries too that are hiding, waiting for the.
Yeah. So I think with this nerf on the trident, you're not going to be seeing them on the battlefield anymore, but it's also removing some of the capabilities we had to counter some of these other bots that have things like those, you know, impenetrable shields. So I don't know. That's my thought on it. People watching might have different thoughts, or I don't know. Any of you guys have any different ideas? Thoughts?
I know you guys don't all like those, but I put mine back in Hangar 1. I've been really enjoying that mod again. I got the modules built up on it, and it is really fun to rush through an Ares shield and just blast them. They see you coming, but there's not much they can do about it.
Yeah.
The other thing on this list, just to kind of move things along here, was the Avenger nerf. Originally, they were going to nerf down the damage a little bit and give it increased spread. The last notes say it's just going to be the increased bullet spread. So they're not going to be as accurate at 500 meters, basically.
Yeah, but it's only 5%, so it's negligible.
Right.
I ran 2 matches on this test server, and I did not notice the difference. So I don't think that nerf is going to be a big deal.
Right. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned with it, but you know, for people that do use those, I guess, Avengers as a ranged weapon, you know, I could see some concern, but, you know, in my opinion, Avenger's not really a ranged weapon. It's something you can start shooting at 500 meters, but you want to get closer to do more damage.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then the changes to modules that they had also on the list here was lockdown ammo, first shot, 100% chance at locking down a target. Of course, on test server, they were taking advantage of the shock train, and using that. So hopefully it doesn't go to live server like that. I still don't think people are going to use lockdown ammo.
No, not when there's the heal module and the quantum radar.
And
Exactly.
they're testing another super duper heal module. So I don't really see lockdown ammo as being much of a player. But yeah, that's I don't know. That's kind of most of the stuff on the list. I mean, is there something about the update that that I didn't cover, or you guys want to talk about?
I think you did a great job.
Yeah, I think that covered just about everything. We all got to kind of discuss what we had on our minds.
Right.
Thanks, Chief.
They did have a final note in here talking about the and this will make some people happy, and it's going to scare a lot of others because it's not very specific in what they're saying, but they're saying that as there is already quite a lot going on, we're holding changes to the last stand, Orkin, and other items for now. So they're not going to nerf the Orkin again.
Or the Avenger.
The Orkin, nobody uses them really. I mean, there's people that use them, but like I used to use them, but they just have no place in my hangar anymore because they are not very good because of Last Stand. Mainly, they haven't said what those changes are. Dominic says Ares has to be nerfed. Ares, I'm sure, will be nerfed, but they're only going to nerf it after they release another bot that can take its place at the top. That's just the way the game's going to work.
Sad but true.
Well, that's how they make money. That's the point. They're a business.
Right.
You gotta.
Somebody has to pay these guys, right? But I think a lot of people are looking forward to changes to the Ares. I don't think they're going to nerf it as hard as they did the Spectre, even when the nerf does come in. But
Well,
even
and there's no lack of Spectres either, even after the nerf. Still.
I still run a Spectre.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, and I think people still run them, and mainly because they had them and they had so much invested in them already. It's kind of hard.
I think they're fantastic mid to long range bots. When you put Scourge or Columbus on them, they're fantastic bots. It's just you can't throw them Orkins on them anymore and get up in somebody's face.
Yeah, they're definitely not a brawler anymore.
Yeah, they're not a brawler.
And they can't take beacon. They can kill somebody on a beacon, but they can't hold it. So they're kind of limited in use. But I think as people get other bots, there's other things that can take their place.
Yep, they sure are. That's true.
So
I'm loving my white dragon.
yeah, everybody with a white dragon is feeling the same way. But that'll be another one that, after the Ares gets nerfed, then I'm sure the white dragon will be on the chopping block next. Another question. What new insane ability will replace the Ares? Maybe an Ares with a double jump.
Lord.
My personal opinion, I think the things we're gonna see is more mild bots, not OP bots, but new, something new, kind of like with the new ones that they're releasing, the Ragnarok pack, where none of them are OP by themselves, but I think what Pixonic is going to do to make things OP is going to be with modules, new modules. There's nothing saying they're not going to release a module that gives a double jump ability. They could. I don't know.
I would put that on a Leo.
And
just saying.
And pilots,
The
My
jumping
raging,
Lancelot.
my raging is gonna be a beast.
Oh, so yeah, Chief Pilots.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about? Because a lot of you guys play other games. I've never played another game like this, but I know that some do add an element like that where
Man.
there's. So, what do you think about that?
Before I give you an answer, if you guys don't mind, let me try playing their video. They have these little trailers. They're only like 1 minute long, right? Let me see if I can get those to play for anybody that might be watching or watching this video later on, so they know what we're talking about with pilots, and then we can kind of briefly touch on them. Okay?
Okay.
Let me see if I can get them to play through, and hopefully the sound comes also.
No new maps coming out.
Alright, let me play the second video, which actually kind of shows the pilots, or at least what they have concept-wise. Okay, no audio from the video. Well, that's unfortunate. You didn't get to hear Stan's voice, but you did get to see some of the pictures, and that's kind of what's important, right? Couple things to point out to some people that may not have seen it at the very beginning of this video. Let me see if I can make it a little bit larger. There is, for a second, it shows right there, to promote your pilot, it's going to cost gold, right?
Is that to hurry up a promotion? Because they did say that the gameplay would promote your pilot.
It said that you earned experience, is what they said.
Right, so maybe you have to earn the experience and then it costs to go to the next level.
Right. That's what it looks like to me.
Maybe, yeah. I guess I can see that, yeah.
They also use the word hire a pilot, right? You go to the training center and you hire your pilot, which, okay, who knows what that really translates to, but it sounds to me like, okay, well, I want this. You know, you're going to have two types of pilots, just like they have two types of modules. You've got the silver and you've got the gold. That's premium, right? You're going to have pilots that are the same. You're going to have a regular pilot that you could probably hire for silver or maybe a little bit of gold. And he probably caps out with fewer abilities, or you know, not quite as good of boost that he gives to whatever robot he's in, compared to the legendary pilot that probably is going to cost gold or some other premium currency, and probably has more abilities, because they said it's something like up to like 13 different abilities or something that it can boost or give to a robot. So I don't know. I mean, it's people. Some people were upset with modules, right? You've got, you know, the silver cheap modules, and you've got the gold expensive modules that do a lot better. Okay, I get it. You know, at some point they're trying to make money, you know, to sell items. But pilots are nothing more than another module. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I don't hire a pilot, will my bot just wander around aimlessly as he's
Just
currently doing?
It just stands
It's on
there.
autopilot. It
Yeah.
just kind of jumps and every now and then shoots his gun.
Walks in circles.
Well, that's
Well, yeah.
Rock. That's like me on a daily basis. What do you mean?
Yeah, I was about to say that's my gameplay. That's my gameplay strategy right there.
Facing the
Walk in
wall,
circles,
shooting.
wait for somebody to shoot me, and then shoot them, and then walk in circles some more.
Yeah, well, Becky, you had the question. You know, you said that you haven't ever played a game that had something or a feature like this. You know, I've thought for as long as I played this game that we should have. I mean, they did call us pilots, but you know, we're in a digital realm, and most
We're
games
commanders,
you
yeah.
have an avatar that you know, that I could maybe customize is totally different than a module that just looks like a person.
I wonder if maybe it'll help us play to our strong points more. You know, if there's something you do better or whatever, you can, you know, indulge that or something. So that could be interesting.
I think it's a now you've got a promotion. You're no longer the pilot. You're the commander of 5 other pilots.
Yeah.
So, and you know, everybody wants, and I think the big problem is everybody wants to be Tom Brady. Nobody wants to be Bill Belichick. You know.
I don't want to be him either.
So, well, but you know, you understand the metaphor. You know, everybody's freaking out. I'm the pilot. I'm the pilot. Well, what if you're not the pilot? But you taught all the pilots how to be pilots, and you're still playing the game the same way you always played it. So, why are we getting our panties in a bunch over it? I don't really understand. But
Well, which pilot's strength is going to be like running in and meching out first?
That'd be me.
That's my strength. Yeah.
Right. I've played games that had this kind of thing, like a hero or you know, that kind of thing that you attach to your force. You know, I've played with little army games and things like that, and all it is, exactly like Chief said, it's just a module. That's all it is. It's just to buff certain things, and like it appears this Kyle Rogers thing is going to help an Inquisitor more than any other bot. So
No.
if you got Kyle Rogers,
in
you're going to want to put him there.
No, in another video or another part of the video, I think when it shows the cards, that skip it. Let me see here. I think it's this part here. See, there's like 3. Okay, it says that he operates an Inquisitor. I believe that is when you have him, you put him in whatever bot you want. And in this case, you know, on this picture here, this photo they took, he was currently attached to a MK2 level 9 Inquisitor. Whereas this other guy that says free next to his name, he's not actually on a robot.
I guess what I'm thinking is that you can put him in whatever bot you want, and he will do, you know, good for that robot. But if you put him in the Inquisitor,
Yeah, he just has an extra buff for the Inquisitor or something.
For just the Inquisitor. That's what I'm thinking that's going to be. And I don't think that's terrible if they do that with other pilots. quote unquote pilots later.
Yeah, in this picture here, there's 3 pilots represented: Astrid, Kyle, and Boris. Okay.
Boris.
Astrid says she's in a level 6 Inquisitor. Now, each one of these has their own rank, which is on the top left of the card, right? So they're all the same level 3, right? But Kyle Rogers is sitting in MK2 level 9 Inquisitor. So I think no matter what robot you put him in, whatever the abilities they grant is what it's going to do. And if you look at the legendary Kyle Rogers card, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a plus of different abilities that's unlocked for him, compared to the cheaper one, which only shows 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this Boris, which looks like he's probably not very good at anything, only has 2 things that he can do at level 3.
It'd be like a common card type
Right.
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going,
It'll
Bush
be
Ranger?
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, but ultimately, this is just kind of a very complex module slot, basically, that they're giving people.
Squirtle.
Oh God.
Now, if we can get a Mario, can we throw like things out to make the other robots trip?
Like a
Bananas
barrel?
and, yeah.
Like a barrel or a banana peel?
It can be like a canister of oil. We can throw out a canister of oil and just let them fall.
I like it.
People are gonna be like, we are never watching this stream again. All they did was talk about Mario.
It just completely destroyed your stream. Sorry, Chief.
It's all good, all good. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the heroes, I think, until we learn more about them, or not heroes, I'm sorry, pilots. Until we learn more specifics about them, it's kind of hard to speculate how much they're going to change the game. But
There will be more in coming weeks about it.
Yeah.
We'll have a more informed opinion.
right, once they hit the test server, I think we'll get a little better idea on what they're going to be, and you know, maybe we can do a future stream specifically about the pilots. But yeah, I mean, does anybody have any questions about you know, anything that we talked about? I mean, we kind of covered most of 5.0. We kind of discussed it. I think most of us are looking forward to it. I think some of us have a few concerns, but I don't know. I think
Arena.
yeah.
I'm excited about the arena.
Yeah, well,
I like the ions.
so, some people are liking the buffs. Some are looking forward to the event, the
I
arena.
think I should upgrade my Zeniths.
No, please don't.
Just kidding.
Nah, just leave them where they'll be fine.
But I think we pretty much covered everything, and I'm glad that the viewers got to meet all of you here in the Boom Clan, and you know, hopefully those that saw this video or might see this video after it's posted to my channel later on, you know, hopefully you know, you'll remember you know, the people you see in the game are they're people, you know, and
At least I think I am.
well,
Pretty sure.
I think I look like one.
Chief, can I just add something that I should have said earlier? Although I kind of did say earlier, I just want to thank all you guys too for the amount you play, the things you discuss, the things you post on Discord. It's just been such a fun thing that I never thought I would become so obsessed with. Let's just put it that way. So thank you guys for everything you do for this clan.
Are you talking about Bitmojis?
Yeah,
You're
I gotta
upset.
thank Chief
Okay,
for
fine.
Bitmojis because they're fun and I enjoy them. Thank you, Chief, for Bitmojis.
and no, I am not
Okay.
sponsored by Bitmoji.
No, he's not, but he introduced
can
us
try.
all to this thing.
We can try for a Bitmoji sponsorship, though.
Yeah, right.
So,
I mean,
if anyone
there's
from
a
Bitmoji is listening,
Bitmoji commercials, skip that 5 seconds type deal. It'll work.
My
just wanna thank
heartfelt thank you has been ruined by Bitmojis now.
I'm sure there's a Bitmoji for that.
Yeah,
I want
I
to
bet
thank
there
you,
is.
Emoji for
Jackson,
that.
for accepting my request to join your clan. It's been great. And also want to thank Chief for putting this all together. That was pretty cool.
Mhm.
I had a good time.
Yeah, I think we accomplished what we set out to do, and that's to discuss a few things here, and we got a little bit of the viewers to participate, so that was kind of fun. I do have a kind of a loose schedule for topics for future streams. If any of you here in the clan or any of the viewers have specific topics that they think would be good for open discussion in a forum like this, go ahead and just get a hold of me and let me know. And we'll see if I can get it put together.
Hey, Chief, one more request. Actually, this one's for Rock.
Uh-oh.
Okay, what does Stan say? What does Stan say? Tell us.
Well, whenever you get into your robots,
Okay.
Ribbit.
you want to take your robot. Hopefully the folks here that are watching will be able to get to meet Kine and Sully, because they'd actually have a lot more input
Mhm.
They have a lot more to say too. Yeah.
and a lot more laughs.
Yeah, well, I'll find a way to get Kine and Sullivan involved in future streams for sure. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today's stream. I appreciate all of you guys for coming out and supporting and helping to make this stream a success. And I appreciate anybody that stopped in and viewed it, any of the viewers that participated in the stream as well. Please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Please tell your friends or let them know that this is a forum that I'm trying to get started and put together so that your voices can be heard somewhere. I can't guarantee Pixonic is going to watch this, but it's just a place where we can all sit and talk about the game. So I hope that y'all will join me each week for this. I do plan on doing this every Sunday, different topics, and I will put out in advance what those are going to be. Like I said, that's gonna be it for now, and. Honestly, I can't right now, but yeah, I'm not really quite set up for that, but maybe that could be something we do next time. I do plan on having some other discussions that might include things like custom games or custom matches to help show or demonstrate different things, and maybe something with squads or gameplay mixed in. But I don't want this stream to be really too much about the gameplay, and I want it to be more about the people and the game itself. And I think it's important that we just we get a forum for everybody. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. Anybody else have any last minute items or comments?